Hello, everyone. I'm Patricia B. I'm the president of the Eric Beasley Foundation, and I'm also a board member for CTC. The way I came involved with CTC has been a divine connection.
Yes.
I started a 501c3 program. It was established in honor of my husband, Eric Beasley. It was an enrichment program where children did 8 weeks with us. We taught them interpersonal skills, life skills, health and wellness. We took them out into the community every weekend, and that's how those skills was taught, hands-on. So at the end of that program, the children were able to pick out any type of activities that they wanted to participate in the Eric Beasley Foundation would fund it. But also, they would have the opportunity to perform on stage in a play or in front of people on stage. And during the time, I was in deep grieving, but this is what God brought to me at that time. So I met with Dave McCall here at the Mehr, and he said that he would give me the space that I needed when that time came for my children to practice a play. Now I'm walking off faith. I don't know how any of this is gonna come about, but God did it all. So when the time came, they were having a big play at the Ned, and the space and the time that he was offering us wasn't beneficial to the time that we had, or wasn't enough space. Then all of a sudden, here comes Children's Theater in town. You all were having your camp and spring break camp, as a matter. I said, well, it's too late because you all had already been in practice. I think you all had two days. And they said, no, bring them on. And that's how we ended up here. It was the final point in my program that the kids would have the opportunity to perform on stage, to build their self-esteem, to make them feel like they had something to offer. I mean, God put that idea in me. And for Children's Theater to be here to fulfill it was a divine connection. I didn't really know much about Children's Theater myself when I got here. You know, I knew that it was fulfilling. And I know that God brought the arts to me to add to this because me and my husband went to sports. We did sports camps for the children. And I think that he brought that into my existence at this time in my life is because theater is very important in everyone's life. I mean, it builds character, confidence in children. It gives them an outlet, a way to express themselves. And the way the Children's Theater is set up, you do not have to perform or audition for a part in a play. Everybody is included. And I see how it makes the children feel to get on stage and be able to stand there and say their quotes in front of grown people. But then when you listen to a child come out with a humanitarian quote, you're hearing it from a babe's mouth. And you know that they're telling you the truth. But this is something that you really should be doing. And it makes you think twice, too, about yourself and what you are doing. The Children's Theater is something that definitely needs to be done in Jackson. And the reason you're here is because God sent you here. There's so many things that you can add to this city with the Children's Theater. Every parent wants their child to be able to be involved with the theater. You know, there's cultural differences from New York, Tennessee, but there's one thing in common. We want our kids to be involved with the theater, something that we don't have. We have all the sports, all the dance classes, all that. This theater can really grow. It can. Being on stage Saturday and performing before our community, I think it's a big thing because a lot of our community don't know about the Children's Theater. And once they do find out about the Children's Theater, parents are waiting on something like this. They just don't have the information that they need to get their kids involved. Because even with my sorority, when I put that information out, I got 5 sisters who have their children in this program because it's something that they have been looking for their kids. Parents want to see them on stage. You got kids out here that has no talent that has been developed. Parent want to see them on stage. It's a parent's dream to say that their kid was involved in a theater. So it's a way of expression, building character, It's something that's needed, especially in the Black community. We don't get the opportunity in Tennessee that the whites get, as far as coming into this building right here and see our kids on stage performing. I mean, you can have a kid on stage from the poorest area in Jackson, and you can have one from the richest area in Jackson in the Children's Theater, but all of them gonna get the same applause, and all of them are gonna have something to do. And it's in my heart and soul and spirit that Jackson does need the Children's Theater for more reasons than one.